But, what I was kind of leading into with Brady, I mean, in that Super Bowl, we mentioned on the show, he had a Tom Brady football game during that Super Bowl. He looked like he was, back in his mid-20s. He looked really good in that game. He was slinging the football good, and it has a lot of people asking right now, like, how long can Brady keep this up? And, I kind of was wondering, is there a certain number of championships he's chasing? Is he trying to get to magic number 10? I'm not saying that he's going to do it, but is there a magic number that he's chasing, or are they going to probably have to rip the jersey off his back? Because I feel like Tom Brady is more towards that kind of a guy. I feel like he's just going to win until he literally said he wants to play until he sucks. And after seeing that game, he doesn't suck at all right now.
Yeah.
He's playing.
And it's going to be hard to suck with that team around you too.
Absolutely.
Exactly. He's put in a great position to succeed, and with a guy like Tom, he trains year round, like incredible diet, incredible training. I really don't ever see him falling off. It's more of a fact if he loses that competitive fire, more than the athletic ability.
And that's got to be something like off the field too.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's going to be anything in the game. He's seen it all. Like he can overcome anything.
Exactly. It's honestly gonna have to be like someone like Giselle saying that she doesn't want him like getting hurt anymore.
It's gonna be like his kids or something like that.
I mean, it could be something like that, but honestly, I think it might. What it's probably gonna end up being, which I hate to say it, I think that you saw Peyton Manning come back from a broken neck, went to Denver, won an MVP there, and he was playing at the top of his game, and somehow he was able to survive the broken neck. But towards the end of it all, his arm started to go on him a little bit. During his last season, he suffered plantar fasciitis, which kept him out for a lot of the year. Brock Osweiler had to go in for a lot of that championship season, and he rode that defense to a championship in his final game while basically playing hurt. I don't want to say that's going to be Brady's legacy, but I feel like Brady is not going to go out until he literally thinks that he cannot play anymore. I think that, whether I like it or not, I think that's just Tom Brady's demeanor, and he's going to play until they literally have to cart him off the field.
He is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. One of the kind of the concerns about that, of him having to get carted off the field, I mean, it was announced recently this week that he's actually going to be getting surgery on his knee over the offseason. Apparently, it was bugging him the entire year. But Bruce Arians is basically just describing it as a cleanup. You can only hope that it's just that. I mean, I think it's the same knee he tore back in 2008. Really, the only big injury that Brady ever had in his career, which I mean, at this point is a freaking miracle. I mean, he's taken a lot of hits, and I mean, I've seen a lot of games where he's gone down and everyone's just like, oh, Brady's got to be hurt on that play, and he gets back up.
Yep.
I mean, there's been rumors that he's played through broken ribs, he's played through this, he's played through that. The guy's a warrior. I mean, you can't deny that he is.
Yeah, I mean, about it. And I mean, once again, it goes back to that training. When you keep yourself, even if you're not a super athletic guy, if you keep yourself in peak shape year round, I mean, you're going to be able to take those hits, especially with a tough guy like Brady. I mean,
he just goes crazy with the nutrition. Had a little bit of a cheat day during the parade day. I mean, that avocado tequila hit him a little hard.
Yep.
But I mean, the guy is the pinnacle of nutrition. Tries to keep himself at 100% at all times, and frankly, until he has a major setback, I don't see him coming off the field anytime soon. He's just gonna continue to be that guy until they say get out of town.